time she put in putting together 100 baked ham, that motherfucker ain't gonna get one slice cut off of it for me.
Right.
Come on, I love slave eater. Boy, used to love it. Yeah, I used to.
Yeah, that's what my mom used to tell my ass. We like love lessons.
Till I found out when I do that, it shows that I hate the Lord.
That's it.
So it's levels, obviously, to love and hate.
Right, bro.
And the Lord said, if you don't keep his commandments, you don't love him. Let's get it, bro.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter. We're going to jump back to Psalm 149.
Come. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 7. It's a time to rend and a time to sow.
Yep.
A time to keep.
Read one and jump.
Okay.
Read one and jump.
Right.
But you gotta have one to set it. Set the foundation. One to set it.
Alright, this is Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven.
Yeah, to everything there's a season and there's a purpose to everything under the heaven. There's a time and a season and a purpose. For as judges, we supposed to know the time and the purpose and the reason for everything. I don't see it.
Right. Jake cussed the pig out.
Right.
The pig ain't dead.
The pig is a beautiful creature for what its purpose is.
Yeah.
It's the natural garbage disposal of the earth.
Right. Let him do what he supposed
Let
to
him do what he do. I don't hate the crab. I just hate to eat the crab.
Right.
You see, it's a purpose for that shrimp, catfish, for the because though they be deemed abominable, they only deemed abominable for eating.
Right.
They're not. The creature itself is not abominable. The creature itself is pure in its purpose.
Right.
But how we use it can be abominable.
It says, jumping down, Ecclesiastes 3 and 7, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak.
Right. So we gotta know the judgment of the Lord on every aspect of everything that we do. Right? Now you can jump down to 8.
Alright, verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate.
A time to love and a time to hate. So that's why when you read the scriptures and you see in one precept it'll say hate, and another precept it'll say love.
Right.
Well, you got to be able to discern between the two and apply it accordingly.
Yeah, right, bro.
Because that's the judgment of the Lord works in a balance. That's how it works.
Yeah.
All things are 2 against 2. Good against evil, light against darkness, right?
That's the balance of the Lord.
That's how the Lord balances everything out. And the Lord's about to balance the earth back out by destroying all the wicked, beginning with his own people.
Yeah.
They gotta go first. And then these heathens beginning with Esau, Edom. So it's gonna speak about war, right?
It said a time of war and a time of peace.
So if you got the spirit of the Lord, you can identify what time we're living in right now. What time would y'all brothers say we're living in right now? The time of war. Brother said end time, the apocalypse, Armageddon. You see it. And the Lord gave us all the signs to show us what time we are living in.
Hey, back you up. 2nd Ezra 9. As it said, measure the time diligently in itself. You got to understand what time we living in.
We really only had 40 years of peace as a nation.
Yeah.
You want to be the time where Solomon, when he ruled, that was the only,
peace we had.
That's really the only time of peace we had. And the 4 represents mercy. But that was the reason why we had that time of peace is to see how a well-ordered kingdom is supposed to be operating.
Yeah, that was a prelude.
And because it was the way that King Solomon's kingdom was maintained was through what? Wisdom. Wisdom.
Why he prayed, he was like, hey.
Etymology, wisdom, right quick. I know you got it. You got it.
No, I said that's what he prayed for. He prayed for wisdom.
Oh, Salam. Brother, etymology, wisdom. You got it.
Nah, I had something real quick.
Go ahead.
Hey, this is the number of years America has been at war. All right, out of 239 years, America's been at war 222.
That's it.
93% of the time.
93% of the time, since this so-called country been established, right? It's been at war. Come on, man.
It ain't never been a time of peace here.
When they was not in war?
Yeah, it says when they it says
Out of 239 years,
right.
it's been in war 222.
222
So,
years.
so 13 years
13 years.
without them being in war. I won't even say that's
I
peace.
wouldn't even say that. 'Cause
Nah.
you got the brewing to do. You know what I'm saying? The back and forth conflict. Then also war started. So I wouldn't even say 13 years.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
In them 13 years, still wasn't no peace.
Still was peace.
They were looking for some
Still
shit to
was
get that
rumors of war. Yeah. You know.
And this the thing. It's always going to be a war on the earth as long as the rightful heirs, the lords of the earth, are not in the dominion seat. As long as Israel is not ruling, there's going to be war on earth. You see? Want me to prove it? Let's get the prophecy. Isaiah the 2nd chapter. I had called for something. Wisdom. Get that real quick, right? Load Isaiah the 2nd chapter.
This is Wisdom in the Online Etymology Dictionary. It said knowledge,
Micah the 1st chapter.
learning, experience, judicial sentence.
What it say, Salaki, brother?
It say wisdom, knowledge, learning, experience.
See? So, when you read Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse, that's talking about wisdom. Knowledge, learning, and experience. Because you got to have all three for it to truly be wisdom. If you ain't, because you can soak up the knowledge, but until you actually go through something, you're not going to really obtain the wisdom.
Yeah, 'cause you never experienced it.
Yeah. So again, that reign when King Solomon was on the earth, that was for us to see.
It was experience.
That was an experiment. That was the experience. That was the experience.
Yeah, what's going to forth to come, and this kingdom is going to be set up.
And how wisdom governs a kingdom.
There you go.
It say
So King Solomon is Yahweh Shah.
That's it. Yahweh Shah.
So that's all it was. It was just a prelude to how the kingdom of heaven is going to be reigned on earth.
That's it.
it say it's a compound word from wise and dumb.
Wise dominion.
Yeah, that's it.
Wise domain.
Because wise means one, prudent, discreet, having the power of discerning and judging rightly. Wealth, to know.
7771.
Yeah, very wise.
Then it say from dumb, it said judgment. So that's pretty much it.
Hey, we say that in Ecclesiastes, wisdom bringing forth what? A kingdom. You know? Start with who? Yahweh Shah, man.
Yeah.
You know? Because that's how it's going to be ran with the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of who? The heavens. It's going to be played and displayed where? On earth, man. That's why it's going to be that natural order. Everything going to be set right. Why? Because as it is in heaven, it's going to be what? Played out on earth, man.
Because we, at this current moment, we're not in the kingdom
We're not.
of the wise.
Yeah.
We're in the kingdom of the wicked.
You know? And this,
Right.
the scripture say this wisdom,
The wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High.
That's right.
Right? Because the wisdom of this world is wickedness.
That's right, bro.
So, again, the point I was making about the earth is going to always be at war unless the Israelites are in the dominion seat, the dominion of wisdom, right? So he got the precept, right? Isaiah 2, and we're going to get Malachi 4. No, Micah 4. Go ahead.
Start at the top.
Yeah, start at the top.
This is Isaiah 2 and verse 1. It says, the word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that mountains of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai's houses of Salakia, house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills. And all nations shall flow into it.
Oh, let's do it in the kingdom of heaven. It said all nations shall flow into it. When you go into Isaiah 14, Isaiah 14 and 2. You start in 1 really. You know, just to back you up on that. Go ahead.
It says, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the Lord, Salaki, and the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, from Jerusalem.
Now, example of the law now going forth with these people claiming to be the Israelites, right? The chosen people, is that they got Pink City, they got Tel Aviv. They well into a wall.
Right. Praying.
Right? Now, the Lord said when he put us in our land, when he gathered us and put us in our land, we shall all be righteous from the least to the greatest.
Yep.
We shall, every one of us is going to be right. So when you question them so-called Jews over there, why they wailing and praying to the wall, they say, well, oh, those are not the Christian Jews. Those are the, you know, I forgot what the fuck they call them.
Ashkenaz.
Yeah, Ashkenaz. You know, those are not the Christian Jews.
Right.
But hold on. It's only one type of Jew.
Right.
Hey, John 4 and 24. John 4 and 22 through 24. Grab it real quick. Real quick. We got to go back, so just let them read this and jump back. I don't want to get off topic. I just wanted to bring this. This is the only type of Jew there is right here. You got it up?
You said John 4 and 22?
Yeah, go ahead. You jump back to where you was at. Salah.
Oh, okay. Go back and read.
Go back where you
again.
was at. Just go back where you was at. I want this point right here.
In John 4 and 22,
Salah.
you worship, you know not what.
You worship, you know not what. They're over there wailing to a wall. Right? Like the Lord was telling this Samaritan bitch, you not an Israelite. You're not a Jew. That's what he basically was telling her. He was rebuking her ass. Go ahead.
You worship, you know not what.
You worship, you know not what.
We know that, it's like we know what we worship.
We know what we worship.
For salvation is of the Jews.
Yeah, and we don't pray to a wall. When you see us turn and face the east and this ragged ass wall from this building right here, we don't give a fuck about this building.
Yeah.
We turn it towards the east facing Jerusalem, towards our Lord, man, as we're commanded to do.
Right, bro.
Them motherfuckers be over there.
To a wall.
Go ahead, bro.
That's right.
But you know what they're doing though? They really been a mock, because when you go into Deuteronomy 28 and 64, they said our people gonna serve on the gods, wood and stone.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, they proclaim to stand against the stone and bow down to it. You know, think ain't the people.
Yeah.
You know? But nah, nigga, you don't fit the fucking curses, man.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Andre.
Finish up.
You want to finish that?
Yeah, you gotta keep going.
John 4 and 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
There you go.
So you
For
gotta
the Father,
you gotta worship the Lord in spirit and in truth. So the true Jews, the true worshipers, the true Israelites must worship the Lord in spirit and truth. Go ahead.
for the Father seeketh such to worship him.
Right. And that's what's going on right now. Even going back 2,000 years ago when our Lord said the time is now, because that's what he came for. He was coming to gather together the true worshipers. Right? Unfortunately, we had to go through another process of falling away, losing our heritage, being beat the hell out of, our heritage being beat out of us. Okay? So that the Spirit of the Lord, the Comforter, can come to us and bring it back to us again. Because prophecy got to play out. No matter what we want, prophecy got to play out, man. You can't force prophecy. That's what them gutter rats did.
You trying to build a third temple?
They come up with this goddamn, this so-called declaration I had another, the damn Balfour, right? To try to get himself rights to that land. Well, guess what? Let's look up the war in that land since the Balfour Declaration.
So they got
Before we get to this next point in Isaiah the 2nd chapter, I want y'all don't already know, just keep up now. Now let's look up how long was it before war broke out after the Balfour Declaration? How long has the state of Israel been in war? You can Google that too. How long has the state of Israel been in war? Since it started. You got free course. Go ahead.
Let's see.
It said,
Go ahead. Whoever got something first, go ahead.
It says since 2006. What is that? Hamas?
Yeah, Hamas.
Hamas and Israel have fought 4 wars, the most recent in 2021. The two parties that engage in direct negotiation are Israeli government and Palestine Liberation
Organization. All right. So y'all heard that, right? Since 2006, and the latest was in 2021. All right. Let's see what that's in the prophecy. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. Now you can jump back to unless you see something else. Jump back to. You got an article?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
It said from Wikipedia, the list of wars involving Israel. This is a list of wars involving Israel since its declaration of independence in May 1948. The state of Israel have fought and won 8 recognized, of course.
Read up.
It said fought and won 8 recognized wars with its neighbor Arab states.
Yeah.
So it says since 1948.
So since 1948, it's been eight wars that they so-called won, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
1948 Arab Israeli war.
The same year.
Yeah.
The same year, war broke out. The same night, to be exact. Go ahead.
1950s through the 1960s.
1950s through the 1960s.
Palestinian Fidaean utterances. Am I saying that right? The Palestinians war. The Suez Crisis, October 1956. The Six-Day War, June 1967. The War of Attrition, 1967 through 1970. The Yom Kippur War, October 1973. It's a lot of
So y'all hear that, right? All right, now, let's get to judgment.
Hey,
Let's read the prophecies.
Isaiah 2 and verse 4. It says, and he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation.
Nation shall not lift up sword against nation.
Neither shall they learn war anymore.
Neither shall they learn war anymore. So clearly, somebody don't fit this prophecy. Some ain't adding up. Because again, once Israel regained that position of sovereignty on the earth again, right? Then the earth is going to be at peace. That's why I say matter of fact, when nations go to war, that's when there's the most mourning, because there's casualties, there's death in high numbers, right? The scriptures say in Proverbs, when the righteous are in authority,
Proverbs 29, I was just thinking that.
yeah, the people rejoice. And when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So you seeing, when you put all of this together, you go through the history, you look at prophecy.
The scriptures.
The scriptures telling you plain as day what's what and who's who.
A bastard